Let's go. I'm being dumb. I really hope there's nothing in my beard. I didn't look in the mirror before I started. Can you hear me? Actually, that's a better question. I hope so. We'll see. I will. Alright, yeah, can you hear me? Does everything sound good? I look fat on webcam. I look really fat right now. I feel kind of dumb, but whatever. It's all good. It's not the end of the world. Am I very audible? Am I a little? Okay, I'm good. Okay, I want to make sure I don't have to shut my AC off because I usually do over there. I'm not too quiet? Okay. I might still shut it off. Just makes it a lot louder. Just gonna make the room a little warmer, but other than that, that's not the end of the world. Okay, so got a bunch of stuff like just off camera piled up here to talk about. A lot of it's food. A lot of it is Japanese exclusive food that I got at a local store that just like imports exclusive flavors. Some of them are other things. And yeah. But before I get into that, I got an Xbox gift card yesterday. I'm not gonna show the code, but this is the receipt. And I got Lego Pirates of the Caribbean, Ratatouille, and Cars 3 on my Xbox. So I'm collecting all the Disney games. Is my current game collection I'm building up is Disney games. But yeah, I guess going to stuff from some the previous 2 streams that I was actually planning to make one of these for lunch today, craft dinner poutine. Because I didn't buy them to try on stream. I bought them just to eat, but I thought they were unique enough to talk about on stream. But then I remembered that the good bread was on sale, and my bread goes bad in 3 days because I bought it on sale. The good bread, and I was like, oop, I don't want to let that go bad, so I made a chicken sandwich. And then I still have this from 2, 3 streams ago. And I usually only do one of these a week, so that goes to show. Yeah, I got this from Walmart. Even the box you can see is a little beat up because I just left it. I didn't like it at all. It's so gross. But it's just been sitting in the corner, with all my other. I finished the other cereal that I had for that stream. I'm almost done my apple cinnamon Cheerios that I got the same day, but I haven't touched that stuff since that Wednesday stuff. Sorry, I like my room smelling nice. Yesterday was my anniversary, so I visited her, and she gave me this as a gift. It's Red Hood. One of my favorite Batman characters. Actually, is my favorite Batman character. In fact, I've actually got another little figure of him right here. This is my little Red Hood. So I've got another Red Hood to go with him now. I also have a big figure, bigger than the Funko Pop of the same character. But I don't have him here. He's in storage. So that's for another day, I guess. But I got her Snorlax hat, and then we got pizza yesterday. They had these new like puff things that are like a side dish. We got stuffed crust, and then we got these side things, and they were full of mac and cheese. They were these puffs, like cheesy puffs, but they were filled with mac and cheese, and that was so cool to me. But before we start with these Japanese flavors, which I am excited to show off, there's 5 chip flavors. One of them isn't Japanese, it's just a new flavor that came out of Doritos. I just saw it just yesterday and Impulse bought it. And the other 4 are Japanese. 3 of them are from that import store, and one of them I found just locally. I don't think it's imported, I think it's just... Anyway, and yeah, they're gonna get weirder and weirder as they go on, so that's kind of why I did what I did. I'm actually organizing them right now by weirdest to least weird. Alright. Cool. But before I start with any of that, I'm going to try something that I talked about last stream that I got. Starburst strawberry juice powder. I had a grape one too, but I'd already tried it before, and I finished it, I think. I don't know. I don't know where the packets went. I put the box in a bag to take with me somewhere, and they've been gone since. So I'm going to try this for the first time right now. It's the strawberry. They had a cherry one too I could have bought, but I don't like cherry flavored things. So I got the pink one instead. So there's the little powder drink mix. I've got my sharp object, and I've got my water bottle. It doesn't actually have any sparkling water in it, because I drank it, but it's just tap water. This is a dangerous process to do on my bed. I usually do it in the kitchen or something. I can't say it doesn't smell like Starburst. However, pouring it all into this water bottle didn't work as well as the grape one. Like, it all kind of just clumped together, see? It's all clumped at the bottom. I guess it's pink now, but it's still clumpy at the bottom. I don't know if I'm gonna like this, guys. Because, like, you can see there's little clumps at the bottom, and the grape one doesn't do that. I guess we'll try it. Pink water now. I'm not a huge fan of this. I liked the grape one more. But it's not horrible. Like, I'll probably drink this bottle of it, wash the bottle out, and then see if someone wants this. See if Rose wants it. She lives nearby. I'm gonna wait till this goes up a bit for some reason. I'm waiting for this little thing to stop dropping frames on me. I got 0 sleep last night. Awful. Okay, we're cool now. So this is the first flavor. This one is not Japanese, but it is cheeseburger Doritos. And on the back it also says they've got nachos, fully loaded, and jalapeno popper, but I haven't seen those ones around, so if I see them, maybe I'll try them. It smells strongly of ketchup and pickles. That's what I smell, is ketchup and pickles. I don't like pickles though, so I hope it doesn't taste strongly of pickle, because I don't like pickles, and I don't like ketchup potato chips either. I don't know what to say. I can taste. Look, the cheeseburgers are like my favorite food in the world. That's why I saw these. I was like, I gotta try these. I can taste the most out of anything. I can taste the hint of beef. It doesn't taste too strongly of pickles. It mostly tastes like ketchup and mustard and a little bit of beef. Not a horrible flavor. I'll probably eat them if I get bored or like snacky while watching a movie. But I don't see myself like going through a whole bag in one sitting. Like one of my previous streams like this, I tried honey butter flavored Lay's, so they were like a sweet and salty, and I accidentally ate the whole bag while sitting and talking to my friend during the stream. So, okay, the next one. We're at the Japanese ones. We got Texas grilled barbecue flavor, is what it says underneath the Japanese characters. So, this looks like doesn't look like a regular Lay's chip. And the bag feels different too. You didn't see that. The Doritos I got at the Dollarama, like dollar store. These I got at a store called Twisted Sweets. It's local. Ooh. That smells very unique. And it looks unique. Like, this is what it looks like. It definitely tastes like a barbecue meat. I can taste that. I prefer this to the cheeseburger one. That's pretty good. I like barbecue flavored things, so, and that's like a unique barbecue. Like, it doesn't taste like a barbecue sauce. It tastes like a barbecue meat. It's pretty good. Tastes like a ribs is my best. Like yeah, like a baby back rib. This one's spicy, or at least it's supposed to be, I believe. Won't bother me. But roasted human lamb skewer. So it's gonna be lamb. And I'm not gonna even try to open this one. I'm just gonna use my sharp object here. Because like you can even hear when it cuts, it doesn't sound like it's cutting the plastic of a chip bag. It sounds like construction paper. You didn't hear that. Oh, this one doesn't smell great. I think my prediction is that I liked the other one more than this, but not the cheese dip. See what it looks like. It's actually pretty good. It's got a nice hint of the spice, but it's not like overly like trying to be like a ghost pepper. It's just cumin. Right now, this and the Texas barbecue one, they're tied for, they're even to me right now. I always love watching food videos on YouTube. So those were like normal to relatively normal, like at least I could read what it said. This one isn't the weirdest one, or like the scary one, but there's nothing on here in English at all. It looks like it's celebrating New Year's with the design down here. It's Cheetos, obviously crunchy, but Cheetos. Okay, so there's actually a sticker on the back that says everything about it in English, and I didn't see that when I bought it. But it's Cheetos barbecue flavored. Is what it says. So sounds like it'll be good. And it says made with real beef. That's the only thing that's in English is the Frito-Lay, Cheetos, crunchy, and made with real beef. That's all it says. And then the weird thing though, that we don't have in Canada. I don't know if you have in America, but it says Chester Cheetah, like copyright right here. But we don't get that here. Chester Cheetah isn't a brand, it's just a mascot here. Maybe I can open this one. We'll see. Give it the good old college try. No, I'm a weakling. Okay, yeah, it's barbecue. So was the red bag I tried. But it was specifically, that one was Texas barbecue. This one's just barbecue. I've never had another flavor of Cheetos other than the Flamin' Hot and the jalapeno. So, and the sour cream and onion, which I didn't like. Oh, that's really good smelling. I wish you could smell this. It looks good. I think this just won the whole thing. I'm already on my fourth one. Oh god. I can't stop. Help. These are really good. These have eaten out every single one so far, and they're probably going to be the first to get eaten. Okay, here's the last one. I didn't get this from the same dollar store that I got the cheeseburger from. And I didn't get it from where I got those other three from, the 2 Lays and the Cheetos. I got this from some locally run corner store that I was just browsing. crab. It's a crab flavored chip. I actually was gonna do this stream yesterday, but I then remembered that my girlfriend's allergic to shellfish, so I can't eat these around her. Now I like shrimp, I like crab. I don't have any problems with eating them, but I don't think I'd want to eat them as a chip. I prefer to go to like Red Lobster or something, like a fancy restaurant. I don't know about a chip. I don't like the smell of that, and I'm not a picky eater, but it smells like my ex, bro. Why does it smell like my ex in there? Oh, and it's like, it's potent. Like I can smell it, and it's down near my legs. It's starting to make me a little nauseous, actually. Chloe, is that you? Okay. I don't get scared to try things usually. I don't. Like, this is not normal. This is scaring me, though. This is scaring me. I like clam chowder. I like seafood chowder. And it has a similar smell to this, but this one doesn't smell... It smells wrong. It doesn't smell like seafood. It smells like my ex. I gotta stop smelling it. It's like a, not even a chip, it's more like a cracker. And if you look on the very front, that's where all the flavor is. Like the back's got like nothing, but the front's got it all. Oh, this isn't good. I don't think I'm gonna like this. I'm kind of worried. Should I grab a bag? I think I'm gonna grab a bag in case. I don't usually need this. Okay, I'm scared. I'm actually like genuinely kind of disturbed. Okay, got a bag. I'm gonna put my water in my other hand right now. Or my strawberry juice, I guess. Why am I horrified of this? Like I'm holding it very far down, and I can still smell it. I can smell the bag from over there on the floor. Okay. Not that bad. It smells infinitely worse than it tastes. In fact, the taste isn't actually bad at all. I could see myself just not. If I'm not looking at the bag and I'm just munching on them, or putting a clothespin on my nose, I could probably actually sit and eat that bag, or like eat a good little bowl of them. Not my personal cup of tea. I'm not going on my way to ever buy them again. For any of these really. But yeah, no, I really overreacted to the crab one. Like I said, I think I got a flashback smelling seafood. My body needed to stretch. Okay. I'm feeling funky though. Like I ate that. I was feeling relatively fine. I ate that one. feel a little funky. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. It's a little scary. I don't know. I don't know, Walt. You've been seeming sus lately. Almost like we got an imposter among us. I know you don't lie to me, Walt. You sussy baka. Accurate though. Bro's getting them flashbacks. Like Zoink Scoob, I don't know, man. Like these seafood chips are reminding me of Daphne. Oh, I don't think I changed the HDMI around. My stupid off. Maybe I split it. Like Zoink Scoob. Those seafood chips reminded me of Daphne. I'll be back. We are no strangers to love. You know the rules, and so do I. Nah, cause I did this yesterday with my beard. I cut the like sideburns and like made it a little bit nicer looking. Yeah, most recently on my Xbox I finished Arkham City. Right now I'm working on Dragon Age 2. So that's what I'm gonna play while we chat, I guess. What am I working on doing? I'm not sure. Because it's only been half an hour and I don't just want to do that, I like to usually do streams that are like longer. As you can probably see if you, when you go to the archive, I usually do like 3 to 4 hours of streams. probably chill. It's about 1 p.m. now. I'll probably chill till about probably 2. Probably chill till 2. I'm a little quiet. That's weird. Is this better? I hope. That's weird. What about now? I think I forgot to unmute both mics. I have like 2 that go simultaneously. So I think that's what was up. I wish I could show my 360 screen, but I don't. I mean, I have a capture card, but it doesn't work for extremely long periods of time. I would like to make food. Shut up. I don't care. Yeah, see, I just made sure I unmuted the other mic because I have 2 that go at the same time. Yeah. I wonder. I get paid in 2 days. So I'm trying to figure out. Should be in new folder 2 actually. Yeah, this folder. I did. Already bought this barbecue sauce. I've been working on a big barbecue sauce brand ranking video since the start of June. I've been working on it, so what kind is this, or have I used it already? I think this one has Guinness in it. I think I haven't used that flavor of bullseye yet, so that's probably what I'll do. Is I will, when I go back to 2 days from now, so Thursday. I mean, I work that day from 12:30 to 4, which isn't that bad though. I'll probably go to, I don't know, because I don't know how much I'm getting paid, to be quite honest. Like, I don't know. I missed a lot of work, so I'm not entirely sure, like, what I'm most likely to get. What is this email? You're actually annoying. Okay. No shifts for. No way. Okay. So that's weird. That doesn't make sense. And I'm a little bit confused now. But whatever. Oh God. Anyway, okay. Yeah, sorry. I was checking my email for something, and then I had gotten my schedule from work for starting on the 22nd that week, and they didn't schedule me at all. They're like, yeah, you're not scheduled. So I don't know if that means I'm about to get told I'm fired or what. So I'm having a bit of anxiety about that, admittedly. I doubt it. I think they would have just straight up said, yeah, you're fired, by the way. Um, so weird. Yeah, after this stream, I want to keep working on my novel that I'm working on. I don't have a title for it yet, but I'm about 32 pages into it, and I've been taking my time with it. I started it in June. But I haven't been like moving slow. I try to get about 5 pages done a week, so like a page a day, roughly. So I'm on chapter 6. Sorry, my friend Rose is like seeing if anyone's free today. I'm like, I've got nothing specific. It's about so it's about um, this therapist who was a therapist for about or who's like she's an experienced therapist in a big city, um, and she gets fired, so she moves to a small town with her boyfriend and becomes like a private therapist and runs a group for young adult males. And so then this group of guys come in who went to the same school together, and they all have a really traumatic memory together. So the book is basically going through this memory and then trying to piece together what the truth is and what's like not like what all is the real truth, because they all remember it differently since it was like 20 years ago. So it's like each chapter is a new session with the therapist. So and it's like so yeah, it's basically the same short story being told by different people. Yeah, it is a mystery, yeah. And I have, it's a lot of like a spiritual and like metaphorical journey, into trauma and the effects that it can have on people. I did a lot of research beforehand, like with a lot of it, like one of the characters is very much, I wouldn't call him a self-insert because he isn't anything like me, but his life experiences are very much based off of mine and just different people that I've grown up knowing, because I live in a big city now, But I grew up in a small town, attending groups like that, relating to people who had been through similar things as me, and I still have been through that kind of stuff. So, I mean, it's the reason I made it an all-male group is because it brings a lot of awareness to men's mental health, which there isn't a lot of, and it seems to get even less and less recognition. Unfortunately, feminism has become such a thing that it's kind of started to be less about empowering women and more about purposely making men feel worse. So, I get it. People suck, but people suck all around the board. There's no, just because one group has something more common, and I could be clear that I understand that. It's like you can't go demonize everybody in the world because you got hurt. And that's the same way that mine is there's no villain in my story. There's no one specific bad person. Everybody does bad things, but everybody has reasoning for them. And even if those reasons aren't justifiable, even if what they did was worse than, it's no excuse. Every person has a reason for an action that they commit, whether it's a good reason or not. In their head, it's the reason, and it doesn't change. So, I've never made a full-length novel of my own. I've only ever made short stories or like fan fiction, kind of like. I guess they count as fan fiction, but they're very much my own. Like, for example, I wrote ones that were like Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, The Flash, like just the Justice League generally. Same with like Avengers, but they're not based on any particular version. They're my own universe of those characters, like that kind of thing. But ultimately, I think that this story is getting back to my roots because I started writing by doing short horror stories, and I kind of drifted a lot away from that because, like, I won an award when I graduated for my writing, but I basically got told if you keep writing stories like this, you're going to have people on your back all the time thinking that you're some kind of, creep or messed up person because you write about murders and such. So I kind of drifted into writing about other things, like more like fantasy type things that I was also passionate about. But I really have always wanted to do a full novel, and some people might say it's lazy to make a novel that is the same story being told like 4 or 5 different times, but I don't think it's lazy. Like, I'm making each one different. I'm not just copying and pasting the same chapter and having each person just changing. Like, no, I'm actually, because like I said, they're all unreliable. They were all kids. They all remember the events differently. So it becomes a more of like a mystery of like, okay, so what really happened there? And present day they have to go and talk to people and things like that nature. So it's kind of cool. Okay, that's not the quest I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Yeah. I've also got another book that it isn't really a book. It's like, yeah, exactly. I made a show, like a web series. I started writing it in 2014, and I started creating it and actually filming it in 2018, and I didn't finish uploading the videos and actually making this, like, the series finished in 2022. And I had a big Google document, like, explaining everything that happens in the series, because, like, it can get confusing because there was different YouTube channels that interacted with each other for different characters. Things happened on Twitter that didn't get shown on camera that had to be explained, or like the characters would tweet about things. So I kind of made a big document that streamlined, especially because like multiple. Originally, it was only the first two seasons out of 7 ended up removed from the internet, from things that were out of my. Originally, it was only season 1, and that was because that channel got hacked that had housed season 1, and then I had to make a new channel for season 2, and I didn't have the videos backed up because I was stupid. And then season 2 was housed on a different website than YouTube originally because I couldn't get the channel, like my channel back. So I made a YouTube channel to archive the videos that were saved on the actual website that I had made and owned for a bit. But that channel got deleted because it was under my brother's email, and that email got banned because he made it when he was, I guess, too young to have an email. That was kind of where that went lost. But everything else I think is still up there. The only thing that isn't still archived now, other than those 2 seasons, which to be honest is probably for the best because I was like 12 and 11 in those first 2 seasons. So the only thing that's left now that's not archived there is there was a side story during like the final 2 seasons, like season 6 and 7. There was a whole different channel with its own separate plot. That was like my brother's, like me and my brother are a team for most of the show. And then the last 2 seasons we ended up separated. And actually I think it was, so season 1, my brother wasn't in the series at all yet. Season 2 we were a team. Season 3 we were a team, and then season 4, 5, 6, 7 we were separated. We came together again at the end of season 7. Basically we his side story which was basically took up the majority of season 5 and 6 was actually focused on him and not on my character. Ended up deleted because it was on that same email as the archive. So it's kind of an interesting. It was done on a Google Doc, and I think it came to about 130 pages. And then when I shrunk the document so that it looked like an actual novel, it came to about 250 pages, so it's like full novel length. Like I could probably get it published. I mean, it wouldn't really be worth publishing. It's just like an archive of pictures and explaining events from videos and lore of my web series and universe I created. Because it has some like deep lore to it. Like I said, it's got 7 seasons and it's got all these characters and things. People die off camera and like just crap like that. Like I started writing it at 12, so. And there's all these different things, like it goes from a mystery about my character trying to figure out how his girlfriend died to a cult to a paranormal investigation to mind control to like different, like, not dimensions per se, because I guess you could call it a dimension, but it's not like multiverses. It's more of like then it goes to time travel. That's right. It goes from like the mind control to a time traveling plot to travel to actually magic to traveling to like actually like an afterlife, kind of different, like basically different worlds, to traveling multiverses, to a whole kind of like, it's just weird. Like it was this whole thing. I can't pick. Okay, so I can't actually go in here. Okay, this is the place it wants me to go for my quest. So I'm gonna assume every one of these guys that I just killed on this game probably has the key. Yeah, I'm playing this game called Dragon Age 2. I've never actually played it before, and I've never even played the first one. But it's kind of like a medieval type game. I'm enjoying the game quite a bit actually. I know nothing about the story though. It says it's not possible to pick, but I don't have a key or anything, so now I'm confused. No, go back. What was this? What's this one? I don't really care. haven't even played as any of the other characters in my party because mine hasn't died yet. Like my main one. Ooh, I got an achievement. I'm not even trying to go for 100% completion on this. I only did it for Arkham City because I streamed it like 4 or 5 months ago. I have played Cuphead. I think it's. Oh, I don't think it's on the channel anymore. I think I deleted them. But I had a whole series where I played Cuphead with my brother. I think what happened was after like a year after I posted them, I went back and realized that the whole thing was me and my brother bickering, which is normal. But that it didn't really sound like our normal sibling bickering. It sounded like actual fighting, and it sounded like we hated each other. And I just like wasn't comfortable with that being there. I was like, yeah, this doesn't really sound like playful bickering anymore. And I don't really like playing games that get me angry. I'm even shocked I'm playing this game, just because like it hasn't got me mad, but it's like I said, it's like a like medieval role playing type game, and that's not usually my jam. But well, I say it's not, but one of my favorite game ever is Skyrim, which is also a medieval game. So I guess I can't really say that it's not my thing, but like I don't really play M-rated games, I guess is the best way to put it. And I'm more of like I said, I got a $50 gift card. Yeah, I'm one of the most patient people when it comes to games. Like even my dad is shocked at how I'm just like, okay, I died. Oh, that sucks. Okay, I think I got this. Like I can do this. I'll get it next time. I'm very calm when it comes to games usually. I mean, it depends though. Like with Arkham City, I was calm the whole time, but then I got to the Mr. Freeze boss fight on New Game Plus, and then because I was like fully upgraded, they made it. The boss became like 10 times harder because they gave him extra upgrades too. And I remember like I actually did throw my controller for the first time ever with this controller. Yeah, I'm not great at it. I think I got like 3 levels in, and I think that's as far as we got on the videos too. We made those back in like I want to say 2018, or I think it was like like when it was still a new game. I bought it because I liked it though. My sister loves Cuphead. It's actually her favorite game of all time. So I do still play it. I just haven't made videos of it. I mostly play it on Switch with my sister when I see her, which happens less and less nowadays. But in September I'm moving closer to where she lives, and we were talking. We were like, okay, so you're coming over like every couple weeks, and we're gonna hang out. We're gonna play games. You're gonna introduce me to your boyfriend so I can scare him. So, but yeah, like I said, I got a $50 gift card, and the only games I bought with it were kids Disney games because like that's more what I prefer. Like I've been like like I've had people be like, specifically my dad, because my dad plays games too. I've had him be like, oh, you're an adult, you should play adult games. And I'm like, no, because that's just not what I'm into. I don't want to go and have a crappy day at work and then come home and play a game that makes me so angry that I want to punch somebody. I don't have an interest in that. I would rather play a game that is bright and colorful and makes me happy. So, damn, do I got that onset diabetes? Because my foot's numb. That's an awful joke. Oh, who is ranking my tweets? People be liking my tweets. It's actually funny because right? I grew up with like old Disney and Pixar, like everything from Snow White up until recent one I found? Toy Story 3. I had all of them on DVD as a kid. Every Disney and Pixar movie, from Snow White, which is the first one, all the way to Toy Story 3. So everything from 1928 to 2010, I have. Um, so I think my all-time favorites. I've been starting to rewatch them lately, ever so slowly. Um, I watched. I think Wish was what I watched recently, which is the newest one. But like, I haven't been watching them in order. I've just been watching them at like what piques my interest at that time, more or less, or ones I haven't seen and such, kind of thing. Um, but my favorites that I remember, like what I remember being my favorite as a kid. Um, Notes. But I'm on a boss fight now. I remember my favorites as a kid were Cars, Monsters Inc. slash Monsters University. Yeah, I liked them both pretty equally, but I think I preferred the first one. I did. I preferred Monsters Inc. to Monsters University. And I also really liked. There was one other. I liked like for movies. I liked the first Cars movie. I haven't seen the third one. I didn't like the second one, but I've always really liked the first Cars movie. I liked both. Oh, and Toy Story. Yeah, Monsters Inc., Toy Story, and Cars were always like my three favorites of all time. And then when Disney Infinity came out like 10 years ago, I had all the figures. I actually had them until earlier this year, actually, like 3 months ago, and then I sold them because I didn't think I needed them, and then, like I didn't think I had the disc for the game anymore, and then I found the disc when I moved here, and I'm like, oh, rip. But yeah, okay. Where am I going? I can't see the name. I can't even tell if I'm. Monsters Inc. was one of my favorites. I actually really want to, at some point, I think this might be my first saving project, because I can't get those figures back. Obviously, I sold them to somebody. But you can get a copy of of the Disney Infinity games. They're called Gold Edition, and they come with all the figures as like pre-installed DLC. Basically, you can just load them into the game. I think I want to get a gaming PC once I've had my new place in September. With because me, my girlfriend, my dad, my stepmom, we're all gonna be living together. I did. I hadn't watched that one as a kid. I never watched it as a kid, but I watched it recently to give it a chance. I watched both the first and second. I enjoyed it. It was down. I actually, if you look on my community posts, I put a ranking of all the ones I've seen. Oh, you know, no spiders party. You go fight those guys. I don't want to fight those guys. My online teammates can go fight those guys. But I'm gonna just try that. Yeah. I'll let you guys fight them. But yeah, I started rewatching them at my place before this, and then I moved. I was watching it with my partner, and then we moved here, and then I haven't watched any since. I'm waiting. We're also planning to. We watched The Big Bang Theory. We binged that, and I hadn't really watched it before. And we're planning to watch Young Sheldon at the new place. So, and then for like big video type things, I'm currently working on a documentary about a band that I really like. I'm sure you can figure it out by just looking at me. I hadn't really seen them before. My stepmom had told me she liked them. I'd caught a couple. It was really the TikToks. I don't even like TikTok, but I saw reposted them on YouTube Shorts. And it was really just those edits making me go, hey, like, this show doesn't seem so bad. And the fact that it won Kids' Choice Awards and all that, I was like, okay, maybe this isn't that bad of a show, actually. So, man, I really wish that you guys could see the big shelf I've got going on. It's pretty cool. We watched Friends recently too. Like, that was what we did before Big Bang. We did Friends. We actually did in a row a big sitcom marathon. We did Friends, or we did The Office, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Seinfeld, Friends, or no, it was like The Simpsons. Yeah, it was The Simpsons, The Office, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, The Good Place, Seinfeld, Friends, Big Bang, and then we're gonna do Young Sheldon when we're together again. We just started watching Disney movies until then. And we also binged like the like old Mickey Mouse cartoons, because I used to have a bunch of those on DVD as a kid, as well as old Looney Tunes. So I have like a special kind of nostalgia for those. Yeah, it's my brother's favorite show of all time. Like, when I visited him on Father's Day, he put it on. I'm like, how many times have you rewatched this show? And he's like, probably in the 200s. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm like, that's not normal. Like, you're weird for that, but okay. Because I remember I moved out of my mom's house, which is where my brother lives. I moved out when I was about 16. I'm not really gonna get into why. It was just kind of, it's a choice that I shouldn't have made, that I should reasonably regret making, and I regret how I made that choice. But if it wasn't for that stupid choice that I had made as a teenager, I would have never developed the independence that I have now. So I'm still glad it happened, because it taught me everything else that I needed to know in life that I hadn't learned. And I think my game light is froze. No? Okay, good. But when I was living with him, that's all he watched was Brooklyn Nine-Nine. But I actually, last month, it was so weird. I made lunch for myself, and it was some leftover French fries that I had from the night before. And some corn dogs that I heated up, and then I had some barbecue sauce with them. And for some reason, my brain just like did that Ratatouille flashback scene to sitting in the basement with my brother on our PlayStation 3, playing Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and eating like chicken nuggets and fries and stuff. It was so weird. That's one of those are kind of, because we did that a lot. We didn't really get, new like my favorite I have a 360 with me right now. I don't even have like a PS4. I do. It's not here though, like I said. It's my girlfriend's got it. But I don't mind. I don't like the dependency that I develop on having it, because it works for everything, right? Movies, games, everything, and you can stream directly from it. So it becomes a problem. Corn dogs with barbecue sauce. I know. I also dipped eggs in barbecue sauce for breakfast yesterday, and my girlfriend tried them and she liked them. I also dipped. Oh yeah, I love barbecue sauce. It's why I'm doing a ranking of it. I'm like, okay, yeah, I gotta do that. I dipped French fries in it, but I think that was pretty normal. I think. Same with like nuggets and stuff. But yeah, my stepmother calls me a trash panda, because I will eat anything. Like, I just ate those crab chips earlier, so there's not really any doubt about that. Yeah, I like a lot of weird combinations. My favorite sandwich as a kid, one of my favorite sandwich of all time was just white bread, a Kraft single, and Miracle Whip. And I ate that as a kid. I would eat it for breakfast. I would eat it for lunch. I didn't care. That's what I did. I called it a cloud sandwich or something like that. I don't know. I'd have to ask my mom what I used to call it. I don't really remember. Apparently, I can't hit this guy. He's got a force field. Weird. I'm probably not gonna end the stream at any specific time. I'm just gonna play until like this game until I'm like, yeah, I don't really want to play it anymore. But we'll see. Like I said, I sometimes I feel guilty just chilling at home and playing games when I could be calling in and going, yo, I need work. But I booked a week off. Like I booked from July 12th to July 17th. I booked those off. I worked the 18th. I worked the 20th. But then they didn't book me. I have no idea. I don't book any of that. Yeah, I've eaten that before. It's fucked. Okay, so the first place I ever rented for myself, I this was a little under a year. I've moved way too many times in the last year. I lived in one place from September 2023 to like basically to January of this year. And then I lived from January to like May 31st at another place, and then I lived here since June 1st, and then I'm leaving here end of August, and this new place I'm going to should hopefully be the last place I move to for a few years, hopefully. I mean, it's my dad's place, and he didn't care, but I didn't even ask him to move in. He actually offered me because I was like, yeah, I'm trying to find a new place for after this, and I'm hoping to find one with my girlfriend, like together. But a lot of places don't rent to two people at once just because, like, drama, you know? Which I get, that's why I don't hold it against them. Um, Especially if it's a room, right? Like, a whole apartment to ourselves, people are more likely to rent, but we can't afford that. So we've been renting rooms, and then it's like, people don't want to rent to a couple, especially a couple as young as us, because then it's like, oh, well, what if you guys break up? Even though we're literally, I bought her an engagement ring, and like, as dumb as like that sounds, as like a proof that we're not gonna break up, because I know there's always that chance. It's more of like, we're actively making plans for our wedding. We're actively, like, she's got her dress picked out. Everything's like, we have the venue, we just haven't booked it. We have to save to book it, obviously. But like, yeah. But it's just the age. Like, I'm 18, she's 21, so they just kind of immediately go, yeah, no. Which I understand why. Even my dad's like, if you guys gotta fight, take it outside. Like, don't. Like, if you guys gotta argue. But we don't argue very often. And when we do, it's mostly just one of us said something and the other said the same thing with different words, and we're like, what are you talking about, crackhead? So, we're not like that. Like, we don't scream at each other or anything. So, at least not often. Like, you know, shit happens here and there. Every couple fights. But we don't fight. Like, you know, we're not whipping shit at each other from across the house and shoving each other and stuff. We're just like, yo, you're really pissing me off right now. Leave me alone for a bit, please. And yeah. Okay, where in the actual ass am I supposed to be going? Because that's where you want me to go, and I get that, but I do not see a way to go there. We are. Where am I supposed to? I can see from this area that I'm standing in where you want me to go. I can see it, but I can't go there because apparently this guy can't go down hills. He has to specifically follow a path. So that's weird. Did I finish the quest? Am I on different? I'm on the same. Once this quest is done, is probably when I'll try and be like, okay, I'm done for now. Like I said, I want to get more work done on my story and all that jazz. So it is really funny. She got fired from her job about a week ago now. Not even, about 6 days ago actually, because it was the 10th, I remember. But she got fired from, yes, it was the 10th. Right? Yes, it was. It was 100% the 10th. I remember this. Because I was at the library at the time doing my thing. But she got fired basically just because she was too good at her job and it was making the other employees look bad. So they all just started bitching about her. And also she caught her manager talking crap about her in Portuguese, but it's her first language, so she was like, yo, I can understand you, by the way. And yeah, they weren't happy about that. Oh, you're kidding me. That's why I couldn't get to where I needed to go even though I could see it. They wanted me to fast travel there. They don't tell you these things in this game. Very frustrating. But yeah, so she's like, I can understand everything you're saying right now. And she's like, oh. But yeah, she got fired. And then 3 days later, she had like 3 or 4 job offers. And now she's should be starting the 22nd, I believe. But she's starting a weed store. And it's funny because she's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure the chick who interviewed me is a lesbian. I'm like, she probably hired you because she thinks you're hot. She's probably. I'm like, I know. Like, if I could be your boss and like have a girl like you in my working, like getting to hang out with you, I would. She's my best friend though. That's the thing. Like, obviously she's like my girl and like. But like I can talk to her about anything. I can call her to talk about like, hey, like this is my plan for groceries. Do you think that'll work? And like we'll talk about like adult stuff, and then we'll start gossiping about Taylor Swift and Katy Perry, and like I don't even listen to that stuff. At least not often. I actually don't listen to it at all. She listens to it. She's got very basic white girl music taste actually. I know. But I have some of it. I have a playlist full of it downloaded to my phone in case her phone dies and she still wants to listen to music, and vice versa. She's got a playlist of like Cannibal Corpse and stuff on her phone in case mine dies and I'm wanting them to listen to music. So I should probably move this sharp object off the bed. I've had it chilling there since I opened the Starburst thing. Okay, did I do my quest? I'm genuinely confused. It looks like I did. Oh, cool, it's over. Those are all. I don't care about these quests. I don't care about side quests. I don't even care about secondaries. I don't care about investigating rumors. So these are the only quests left, but I'm not gonna play those yet. I'm gonna save and exit, and I mean, if you're still here, I don't mind. It's just like if you have to go, I just also, like I said, got shit that I want to do. Bro, we live in the same neighborhood. We don't know. I'm just glad that I'm on like a welfare because that means that the less hours I get, no matter what, like even if my work doesn't schedule me, I just get more money from the government, um, which is good. I can make up to, I don't remember, but I'm not on the disability benefit. I'm actually trying to get onto that. It just takes a long time because I have to have it sent in and signed by a psychiatrist. And then, oh my god, there's an ad at the bottom of the main menu for this game that says, hey, the demo for Mass Effect 3 is here. But that game's been out for 12 years. And it was very poorly received, which is really funny. I also didn't realize that it's actually linked to my EA account, which I have plenty of games that I've played that on. Like I have Plants vs Zombies game. I don't know, kind of cool. But yeah, I mean, I could work on writing while streaming, but it's like I also don't. I do like listening to music. I don't know. I do enjoy like streaming myself and doing shit, but I don't really know how that would work. I'd probably have to turn the camera on at least and see about what to do. Headphones. See, my phone's charging, so that's also like, yeah.